And now, here's another show that is a complete waste of time. The Nice Guys on Business Podcast.
My love language is Dancing Lady emojis. So if you get an email with Dancing Lady emojis, you could just assume that I like you.
Excuse me, would the more attractive of the nice guys please step forward? Excuse me, would the nice guy who hasn't pissed himself today please step forward? Anyone? No one? In the last week. Haven't pissed yourself in a week. Again, no one. All right. Most days, they take their meds. This is not one of those days. Welcome to Fuckery with the Nice Guys. No interviews, no business content. Just your two favorite slack-jawed mouth breathers ranting about whatever. Now, strap yourselves in for Nice Guys Fuckery with the kings of fuckery, Doug Sandler and Strickland Bonner.
He won't be able to.
Here we are 1 minute before the top of the hour, and Doug isn't here. I mean,
I can honestly say late. I didn't expect to see your face first, Strickland. I'll say that.
You know, it just turned 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but that's late for you, Doug. I mean, come on, straight up, right on the top of the hour.
I wanted to see if I actually could be the last one in the meeting. I was sitting here at my desk for minutes.
Okay, Erica's not going to like this conversation, but I'm going for it anyway.
Oh, God.
Today, I had a client show up 20 minutes late to our call. 20 minutes.
The bigger question is, why the fuck were you waiting for her 20 minutes after the meeting started?
I didn't. I waited 5 minutes. I emailed her. She said she was having like technical issues. And then she's like, can we still meet? And I said, yeah, sure. But it's going to be like speed blog talking. And we did it. We managed to pull it off in like 35 minutes flat. So.
All right. So I can understand possibly waiting for a potential client, but waiting for like somebody that's set up a meeting for me that wants to pick my brain.
No. She's a paying client. She's a good
it.
client. She is. Yeah.
Oh, well, you didn't have to say she's a good client after she said she's a paying client.
Right.
So I got this letter the other day.
Yeah.
State of California withholding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe somebody can explain this to me. This is why I hate accounting and taxes and shit, right? If your business entity pays California source income to non-residents of California, you must withhold and send the Franchise Tax Board 7% of all payments you make to each non-resident.
Oh, right.
That exceeds $1,500 in a calendar year. What the First of all, I had to read that like 5 times to even get an idea of what the fuck it means, right? Because then below it says payments subject to non-resident withholding, non-wage. So if you're paying wages to somebody, that doesn't count. Non-wage payments for services performed in California, lease rent, royalty winnings, distributions from California pass-through entities. So like, what if you perform, like if there's money that's earned in California but not paid in California, you got to pay a fucking franchise? What the fuck is that all about?
I think what they're trying to do is have people avoid not living in California and still get paid from a company that has an officer in California.
Yeah. So do you pay Doug? Like, why is this happening?
I don't know.
This is just a heads up.
I'm going to ask the accountants what the fuck it means. Do you know what it means, Doug? You're the California resident.
Only by address only. That is all. That is, I don't actually officially live here in California, I guess, because I could not pass the driver's license exam. As we all know, I'm horrible at taking those standardized tests. So I failed that. So guess what? I renewed. Yes, my Maryland license I have for the next 10 years.
That's funny as shit.
Oh my God.
So welcome back. My name's Strickland Bonner. On the other side of the microphone, Mr. Doug Sandler. And on the third side of the microphone, back for a second week in a row, Emily Aborn. For those of you wondering why we brought Emily back, well, on top of the obvious facts that she is entertaining and beautiful and fun, we felt, Doug and I, that we monopolized the conversation last week and that we were not very fair, and that Emily was extremely thoughtful to play marriage counselor to us for the first 20 or 30 minutes. And we thought, you know what? We really need to give her another chance to actually speak her mind on the fuckery on Friday. So here she's back.
I didn't feel, for the record, that was the case, but I appreciate the opportunity, and I have some pro talking points for you both today.
Well, damn, we better let you start then, because otherwise we're just going to run away with it.
I come to the table with no topics purposely because I knew that we monopolized the conversation, and if I look at a piece of paper that has any words on it, with one exception, my bank account number was stolen by someone, and they have attempted to get money out of my account. So I'm dealing with the bank right now and all that. I just wanted to share. It's really interesting when an account that has a considerable amount of money in it is starting to see debits come out, and you're like, hey, I just want to let you know that money's coming out of my account. Yes, sir. We see that you all, and I say, hold on. Please know this. Whenever you say the word you in relation to any withdrawal from that account, don't use the word you, because I have not taken any money. That account has one way. It is in, no out of that account.
So they actually got into your account. They didn't just get the number, because just having an account number is certainly not
correct.
enough.
Correct. They not only had the account, but they had the password to the account also, which is, there's no way they guessed at my password, which is one of those like made by LastPass passwords. So there's no way they somehow hacked into my account, which is something that they are very interested in finding out more information. I believe they're going to have to involve the FBI in this transaction.
Damn. So are you going to get all of your money back?
Yeah, I don't think I'm liable for any of the negligent withdrawals, which are all of the withdrawals out of the account, which is the one that they took. But I think they have to actually shut down that account and open up a new one for me, because they're afraid that it's going to happen again.
Wow, that's scary. That's crazy.
Pretty scary.
What bank is this?
It is one of my new banks that gets 5.25% interest. Obviously, they put their money into the interest payment rather than into security. It's what I'm seeing is going on with this bank. UFB is UFB Direct is the name of the company.
Noted.
That's the only subject I wanted to
Noted.
chat about. I hand the podcast hosting platform over to Emily Aborn.
Sorry, let's
what
not
do you
put
think
so
UFB,
much pressure on.
What does UFB stand for? Because all I think about when I hear UFB is unfucking believable. I mean, that's all I can think of.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Right?
Unfucking believable.
Yeah.
That's
Direct.
hilarious.
It's called UFB Direct. I'm thinking UFB Direct to the thieves. So it's direct to hackers.
So
Probably
Emily,
like United Financial Bank.
I don't know.
United First. Yeah.
I do know it's rather challenging to try to reach them, as opposed to my folks over at Wells Fargo, which I pay no interest, but I can reach them very easily. When I was able to speak to the person in support, it was obviously a call center somewhere scattered across the countryside. I'm not exactly sure what countryside it was scattered over, but there. And it's very interesting. When they originally called me back, they said, "Hi, this is such and such from UFB Direct. We're a division of Axos, AXOS. That's the name of the bank. And we'd like to this is how they lead into the conversation. We would like to verify your social security number." And I said, "I would like to verify who the hell you are."
Right? What the hell?
my
That's
God.
crazy. Why would they ask you that right
I don't know. I said, let's do this. I'm going to call the number back that I have on my statement, and then you tell me who you need me to ask for. And if that is you, then I will be happy to talk to you. Other than that, I'm not talking to you. So I gave them the phone number that I was going to call. They said, that is correct. They gave me the extension, and I said, okay, I will call you back in just a moment. And it was the person that actually made the initial outbound call to me. But still, "Hi, I'm such and such from UFB Direct, a division of Axos Bank. What is your social security number while we verify?" I'm like, fuck off.
They didn't ask you the last four of your social security number?
They wanted the whole thing.
Oh
That's
my
something.
God.
That's
Yes. They need a little customer experience lesson, I think.
Something like that.
You know, it's funny, Doug. I don't know if you had this experience because you were in college as long ago as I was, but my college ID had my social security number on it. Like, that was my ID, was social security. Like, you just pass it to anybody. Like, nobody gives a shit back then. And now it's like, you know, Gold.
What about the guy that gets on the radio and says, I own a company called LifeLock or whatever it is, and like, here's my social security number, and I challenge anyone. Like, how do those companies work? How do you actually, is it like what's it called, two-factor authentication when it comes to everything in his life?
So they will like alert you if there's someone that's trying to use any of your information and it's not you online. So they'll they would have told you, someone's trying to hack into your bank account using your secret question or using your address or something like that. We used to have it, but we stopped paying for it.
I guess it makes sense for somebody like Strickland. Let me just ask you this question. Emily, I'll ask you this too, because you're probably of the same ilk that we are all of. And how many times a day, week, month, year would you say that you check your bank accounts and credit cards?
Oh,
every one of them, the entire cycle of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't look at my personal house account. I let Jason handle that one. But my business account and what was the other question? Your credit card, like maybe twice a week.
Okay. And Strickland, how about you?
2 or 3 times?
Yeah, 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah, maybe.
All right, it's Strick. How many times do I check it?
2 or 3 times a day.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my hobby. I like to see the interest accumulate. I probably have, how many bank accounts do you have?
Oh, I just closed so many. So I have one now for my business, and then we have like a bazillion for our house. But
okay, so you have like a bazillion, right? You have you have maybe a short-term savings, a long-term savings. You have a house. Yeah, Strick. And how many do you have?
I don't know, like 3 or 4, I guess.
Okay,
I'm just a weird checking accounts, savings account.
When Emily says bazillion, I assume that means many. I am in the many category. I'm in the dozens category, and my hobby is just checking my buttons. I don't know.
Bazillion was definitely hyperbolic.
It sounds like Scrooge McDuck problems right there.
I probably have 20 accounts that I check.
20 account? Oh my god.
Probably. But
speaking of Scrooge McDuck, I figured out your biopic, whatever. I wrote down some ideas for you.
Ooh, I love that.
All right, I got a couple.
Mm-hmm.
Kramer. I don't know his real name.
Wait,
like Kramer from Seinfeld?
From Seinfeld.
Michael Richardson.
He's up there.
Yeah. Okay. So
he's up there.
He plays me. Does he have to straighten his hair at least?
Yeah, that would be.
All right, I got it.
Also, Larry David might be a good choice for you. Like, that's pretty spot on. I actually picture you walking around Ojai like Larry David.
All right.
And then I thought of a more classic kind of one would be like Dustin Hoffman.
See, I consider myself more the Dustin Hoffman, Al Pacino kind of guy than I do the Larry David. See, Larry David has a very pessimistic attitude, and Kramer has
that's true.
A little too aloof. So, but he is very he is eternally the inquisitive. He's the questioner. He's the curious guy. So I put myself more in the Kramer school than I would in the Larry David negativity school. But I'm with you when it comes to the more classic Dustin Hoffman. I appreciate that. But don't put me in Tootsie. I would not want to be in Tootsie at all.
Yeah, so I really thought that through. Are you getting sick, by the way, Doug? Sounds like you have a little cold there.
Yeah, I not only think I have a cold, I believe I have a slight fever also.
Oh, no.
It's okay.
I'm finding this, does it like change drastically in season out there? Or you could just kind of like summer feels like fall, feels like winter?
No, it's all
spring?
It's all the same season with the exception of winter might be a little bit rainier, like December through February might have some rain in the part of California that we're in. Other than that, it's pretty much the same except for the dead of summer, which is, could get to 100 degrees every once in a while. But it still doesn't feel like 100 even when it's 100 here.
That sounds humidity. So nice.
No humidity.
I was just wondering if that was part of why you were getting sick, because we experienced that. But
I don't know. I just think I wear myself down with working these 12 hours a week. It's a very challenging. It's a very challenging week for me. Strickland is a taskmaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
made me fire a client this week.
Oh my God, Doug played bad cop this week. It was brilliant. It was freaking beautiful. Mm-hmm. I'm usually the one that plays the bad cop, and I don't want to say often. I sometimes may overreact to something that I feel if a client has slighted us. And Doug has pointed out to me when I have done this in the past. And I got an email. I got CC'd on an email that Doug sent to a client that looked like it could have come from me when I was really in a very bad mood. I was impressed.
I was so pissed because she was pointing the finger at our team for basically not doing the job that we were hired to do. And I felt really like she was out of line, and I defended my team. I defended my team to the point of I said I'm not negotiating the buyout clause of our contract to anything other than the amount that's in the contract, because this client wanted to negotiate that point. I basically said, fuck it. You have an attorney that's looking at this. Excellent. I will be happy to talk to your attorney and make this
Wow.
very aware that I'm not. I'd rather get nothing from her than anything other than the buyout of the contract.
Was it the one we discussed afterwards?
Possibly.
Probably. We don't
Yes,
have many
it totally
problem
was.
clients, so it probably was.
It totally was.
Interesting. Good for you. That must feel good. Blessed release right around the full moon, right?
Blessed release, as the Grease Man would say from what was that radio station? WW. What was he on in DC? Strickland.
Who?
The
Howard
Grease
Stern?
Man. You remember?
Oh, the Grease Man, DC 101.
DC 101. That's it.
WWDC. That was the same as that's where Howard Stern got his start.
Release. Ouch.
Strickland, how did your rosemary dinner go last week?
Oh yeah,
It was pretty good. It turned out pretty good. The potatoes weren't as rosemary-ish as I would have liked. I really need a little like a food processor, because chopping up rosemary by like a big knife, it's just too much work. It wasn't enough rosemary, so yeah, I'm going to get a little cheapy food processor. And
You wear an apron when you cook?
Julia.
No
Julia
apron.
Bonner.
Are you like picturing that? Seeing me in an apron? It says "Kiss the Chef" or something.
Oh, Dickens! I seem to have cut the crap out of my finger.
Just one more pat of butter.
Oh shit! It's throbbing.
All right, well, good. Okay, and then one more, this is just all my follow-up questions.
God
Doug,
damn.
how did the Efficiency Bitch podcast go? The thing, had you recorded it, or were you recording it, or what happened?
It has been
And
recorded.
also,
It
why
was
did they
good.
choose you to talk about efficiency? Not that you're not efficient. I'm just
No,
asking.
no. Well,
it seems
see-
like a random.
So it's interesting. I wrote it down the back that bitch stands for a couple of things. Like one is
Oh,
bank, investment, efficiency. I don't remember. There was a whole bunch of different things. It was an acronym for all the things. Oh, T was time. So I was the T in time management, formal relationship with time.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
That totally makes sense.
make
That
sure to
totally
put the
makes
link
sense.
to that episode in the show notes for Erica,
I-
because she's gonna definitely.
Oh
wanna
no,
listen
I'm
to
not doing that. But I felt like when I got on the show, I said to her as soon as she introduced me, and I was working on the time part. I said, I kind of feel gypped out of the rest of my bitch because I feel like I really do a lot with bank, considering the top of this podcast, checking my bank account all those times and managing money and efficiency and systems and all of the stuff that the bitch acronym made up. I'm like, I could talk about time, but could we do the other things? My time is my gift. Can I talk about the B, I, and C and H also?
Maybe they could have you back for a series, and you could do every letter in the acronym. That could be nice.
Yeah, it could be called bitchy boy or something,
Yeah.
something like that.
I had no, it was a good interview, but I did not show up my best for an interview today. I was a little nervous. So do you know who Farnoosh Torabi is? Speaking of money, she's the host of the So Money podcast, and she just wrote a book. I bet JJ knows her. She just wrote a book called A Healthy State of Panic. And it's I know it's
Great.
9 different types of fears and what those fears basically can guide us towards or show us about ourselves. Super cool concept.
Okay.
I was so excited to have her on my show, and I feel like I showed up. I just was my face was all red, and then I was just watching my face get redder and redder. I don't know what happened, but all my brain cells went out the window, and I was like, not like I wasn't able to like fully listen and be present. And I was asking the dumbest. I'm like, what
were you
is
like
happening?
were you fangirling or starstruck, and that's what happened, and you just couldn't
I
focus?
think
I hate when
so.
that happens.
And I also think part of it was like I was worried that because she's so big, like that she thought maybe I was just like she was like doing me a favor. You know what I mean? Like, oh, help
What?
this little girl
Wait,
out.
let me look her up. What is
Podcast.
it? Fanushi the Tushy? What is it? What's
Yes,
her name?
very close. Farnoosh, Farnoosh.
Okay.
It'll pop right up, but Tarabi.
I see. American journalist and writer. Okay. Oh, I do recognize her. Okay. Is she famous? Like, is she like Instagram famous also?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, come on. 46,300 followers does not make an Instagram famous person make. Have you seen my Mustang podcast?
It's just really her. I don't know. She's just cool.
Okay.
Like she's just really cool.
You know, I understand when like somebody comes on, like I'm sure that Ryan is probably still a listener to the show, Stevie G Jerky Strickland. You know, remember him? So hi, Ryan. Hope you're doing well. Hope your relationships are healing and your brain is going in a good direction. I apologize for all the heartache that you have been caused. But I remember when he came on the show, I felt like maybe to a degree that he was a little bit starstruck by talking to Strick because you know, he'd been listening to the show for a while. So, you know, I understand it. Nobody would ever be starstruck by coming on like my Monday episodes because they're like, who the fuck are you? And why did I pay you $1,500 to sponsor your show?
I felt nervous when you interviewed me the first time because you throw people curveballs. So you'll just be like, here, catch. And it was like, I was like, well, what is going to happen next? But no offense, but I wasn't starstruck. I literally didn't know the empire you guys had built at that time. You know, it was just like my,
speaking of which, the original email, how did we actually meet first? What, didn't just Doug interview you on Nice Guys on Business? Isn't that how we initially met?
Yeah, but I wonder, are you in the podcast guest collaboration group, Doug?
I'm going to go back to my Emily Aborn emails and go back.
Go to the Emily Aborn folder.
I am going to email number 1 to Emily Aborn. Now, let me tell you how this happened. Emily on August 29th, 2022, just a year and a couple of months ago, or a year and a month ago, sent us a guest app for the Nice Guys on Business.
Oh, there you go. But how did I find it is the question. Are you in the podcast guest collaboration group? You wouldn't post in there. I just don't see why you would.
Podcast guest is in podcastguest.com?
No, it's like a Facebook group. It's by Sarah Penner and Nate. Okay. Yeah.
No.
I see. This is what I'm saying.
No.
How did I find this link? It's so fascinating. You know what? I bet I know what happened. I bet you guys had someone on your show that I know. This has got to be it. You had someone on your show that I know, probably heard an episode, probably made that connection and then reached out. That's got to be it.
Well, sometimes people put that directly into the application. As a matter of fact, you answered all of our questions properly. Yes, send me the PDF on Making Money Podcast, and yet we have failed to close you as a client over the last. This is our long tail sales cycle with you, Emily. You're still in the sales cycle right now.
Play very hard to get.
Well, and you know what, Emily, at this point, really, your money is no good with us. So whatever you need our help doing, we actually could come to the table and help you. But since you're not in need of anything, then we can't help you. Sorry.
I needed help today with my Farnoosh Tarabi nerves. I needed a little pep talk.
Was that actually today?
Oh yeah. I've been like on Zoom a lot today.
Well, this will be your chance to just completely redeem yourself because
I know I'm going to share this with her.
No, you're not red in the face right now. As a matter of fact, you're a little bit blurry in the face right now because of whatever fucking filter you have on.
No, it is fixed. I promise. I checked it before we met. I'm still in my dark room.
You're by candlelight though, right?
I have my candle going.
Right, that's what it is. I knew it. You're by candlelight.
So what else do you have on your list then, Emily? Because you put in the Facebook group something about adjectives to describe us or something.
I'm not pleased with the way people responded.
Didn't turn out the way you wanted. What were you expecting?
Exactly. Okay. That's more the question.
I actually had a plan. So I was going to ask you both, like, what your 3 favorite personality traits about yourself are. Like, what do you like about yourself? And then I was hoping that people would also say what they liked, and I was going to like compare them, but really they didn't give me much to go on.
Well,
so they're great collaborators.
Can we play the appreciation
Strickland's
game?
in my phone is Strickland fucking Bonner. I'm like, this doesn't help.
Well, wait, can we play the appreciation game as opposed to playing the self actualizing, self grandizing game? Like, I can tell you 3 things that I think that are positive traits about Strickland.
I think that's good, especially given last week, because this will be a good way to like rekindle that fire, you know?
Well, Strickland knows that how I feel about him. I mean, in a positive way. He knows how I feel about him in a positive way. I'll be happy to go first. And you know what? I want to do this so that if we want to come back and do this again next week, then Strickland can repeat. It can do it for me next week. I don't really feel like I need the praise right now. I'm really high on praise right now. My cup is kind of filled.
Okay. So we'll wait till next week.
Must be nice. What happened?
Well, I am a words of affirmation guy, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I seek out appreciation and respect every day through the words that I hear. And even if there are words that I hear that could go on the other side of the fence, I somehow figure out how to maneuver those words so they come out to be positive for me. So, kind of like, I wouldn't sleep with you if you were the last person on earth. I'm like, so
you're like,
there's a chance.
You would sleep with me if I was the last person.
So if I was the last person on earth, there is a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance.
Oh my God, that superpower is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have the ability to make gold out of horse shit, and I'm happy to do that. So
wow.
But here are a couple of things. Strickland is a major proponent in all things positive as it relates to TurnKey, the business that we have grown. And had it not been for Strickland, I don't think that I would have stayed in the game long enough, because there's a level of accountability that Strickland provides for me. And there's the certain something that he does, spreadsheets, systems, and processes that I fucking can't stand and would never have done had it not been for Strick. So if he is ever feeling, Strickland, if you're ever feeling like I'm leading the way when it comes to making sure that revenue comes in the door, revenue is just one portion of what you need in order to make a successful company. So I want to give that level of appreciation on a professional level for Strickland.
I was just going to say, is this how men compliment each other? Like, you make really cool spreadsheets, dude. Women are like, you're beautiful and amazing and compassionate and kind.
Look, on a personal level, I think through all of the shit storms that my life has been through over the last 10 years, through a divorce from my original wife, the original sin, wife number one, and then to my second wife, Strickland never said she was a narcissistic asshole that you should never have married. He could have said that at any point in the way. I wouldn't have listened if he said it before I got married, but he's never thrown that back in my face. So for that, I am so appreciative. And look, he puts up with all the shit that I dole out. So yeah, for those 2 reasons, I appreciate Strickland Bonner to the nth degree.
This is beautiful.
Right. There you go.
Strickland, would you like to reciprocate, or we don't want to overfill?
No, we're going to wait because Doug doesn't need it today. We're going to wait till his cup needs to be filled maybe next week. Yeah, but Emily, you can go ahead. You can tell us what you like about us.
Well, hold on. Before you decide not to do it, Strickland, I would like to say this. I am going to ask for the return of the favor at the point in which you are probably the least likely to want to deliver the compliments to me.
Yeah?
So it's
why will that be? How do you know it will be that point?
It's going to come at a point where I'm going to say, hey, remember Strickland, I gave you that pass on having to say nice things about me. Well, I know that you hate me right now because I've done X, Y, and Z with our company or me personally, but now is the time that you can either remain silent and not dig in or say nice things about me. Okay.
Okay.
Is that fine?
I just wanted to clarify if there was a specific moment in time that you had that you were thinking of, or if this was a someday I'm going to ask you for a favor moment. No. And it's the latter, and that's okay. I'm good with that.
It's next time you text him back that you'll do something tonight. He's gonna need those
there
compliments.
was a couple of exchanges that Strickland had with clients that he CC'd me on, and I think maybe even a text message he sent to me that he did not say the word tonight. He said he either said today or I'll get to that tomorrow morning, first thing tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. Strickland, did you consciously do that?
Oh, 100%. I do try to, I just want to say, like, I try to listen when you talk, obviously. I am definitely a guy who does not like to make the same mistake twice, if I can help it. And I think the first time we had the discussion, as we finally got to sort of the tail end of the therapy last week, was I didn't realize that it's the word tonight that was the trigger word for you. And now I'm very aware of it, and it will not come up again. It will not be a problem in the future.
It was the greatest. It gave me two pauses. Pause number one, I giggled because I didn't see tonight. Because I didn't see the word tonight. And I know you really wanted to put the word tonight in there. Mm-hmm. And the second thing was, I'm like, he heard me. Mm-hmm. I feel validated. I feel heard, and I feel like I've been listened to. So
there's another one. There's another one that I had an exchange about a month ago with a client, and you texted or emailed me a couple days later, and you were like, "Hey, are you going to get back to him?" And I said, I did, but I didn't copy you on it.
I remember.
And you pointed out that it originally came from you, so you should be copied. And I was like, dude, I was trying to save your inbox because, I'm reflecting that on me, right? Because there are tons of times where you copy me on an email and I'm like, Doug, I don't give a fuck. Why are you copying me on this? But I know you like to copy me to keep me updated. And I made that realization that, you know what, everything that I'm doing when I'm dealing with clients, if it's something that even maybe sort of kind of Doug should be copied on, I'm going to copy Doug on, and he's not going to get upset by that.
Oh, no, I would never. I mean, like right now I'm looking at my inbox. I have inbox 1, and the only one that I have in my inbox is an email that you sent to me about Angelo's time that he is spending on doing the research for guest acquisition. And that was September 22nd. So that's the only email that I have in my inbox right now that has any value to me. Oh, I just got another one. I got a deposit in my bank. I got to go check my bank account.
You see, that was the other thing when you were talking about words of affirmation. Yeah. I know that you also enjoy words of affirmation that are kind of like emails of affirmation that say things like Stripe is going to be making a deposit into your checking account tomorrow of X number of dollars. I know you love those.
Well, dude,
that's a huge motivator.
Oh, it's huge. When I got like the other one the other day, it was a big one. So we got one that was about $7,000 hitting our Stripe account. I'm like, I send it to Strickland. I'm like, now I know why we do this. Now I know partly why we do this. And we kind of have this exchange, and I'm like, maybe I'll send an email to Strickland that says, "Hey, right now you do not need to share with me the flywheel story." So all of those things that happen, you're damn right. I love getting those emails from Stripe because that is like, oh, cool. That's more money going into the account.
Yeah. Doug and I, we pay our salaries to ourselves at the end of each month. And it's really nice when at the end of the month, after we've paid our salary, there's still a good amount of money left in the bank. That's an excellent thing.
That's
enough money, for example, to take our team to Las Vegas along with all of our friends and family that want to go with us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Emily, did you talk to Jason about this yet? I know that Jason can't go because does he whittle or what does he do?
He like chops wood in the backyard and stacks it and then like moves it from one place to another. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding.
Well, that's why I said whittling. I thought it was like he's either walking the dog or whittling or he's doing something with World of what is it? The Warcraft, World of Warcraft or Minecraft.
Oh no. He's not into that kind of. His latest project was fixing up the basement where he's been like he's been literally in the basement for like 2 months now. And he just goes down there and like adds workbenches and tool things. I don't know. It looks lovely.
That's my kind of thing. I like that.
cozy.
Does he have all of the tools? Does he have like a miter saw and a band saw and a planer and all of that?
Don't know what those things are, but I'm sure.
Is there machinery that makes noise that's down there?
Yes, everywhere.
Is
There
it
are
all-
so many man caves in my house. And I've
Oh.
asked, like, what are my spaces? And he's like, you get your office and the living room. Like,
I have one suggestion.
fair.
So there's a a store or a cafe, I would call it, I guess, in Ocean City, New Jersey. It's called Oves, Oves, and it's a place where you get donuts and things like that, right? So Oves, you get the fresh, what's it called, apple cider donuts, and they make them right in the fryer that's right there, and you eat them as they come out of the fryer. You let them cool a little bit. But every time that we connect on Zoom, I'm reminded of Oves because I cannot see the L in love behind you, Emily.
Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
So, but here's what I would do. I would suggest, instead of you tilting your screen back, you actually drop the entire
Oh, no, can't do. No,
okay.
can't do. I've already moved I already had to move one photo over here because I actually think you guys said this. You're like, is that a naked woman on the wall behind you water skiing?
No,
She
I
has
did not say that.
Oh, well, she has a bathing suit on, but I had to move her because people were like thinking she was naked. So then I put her, I had to
All
move
you literally
everything.
would need to do is nail one nail and
Color
take just drop all of them down one space. You'd only have to do one little
Seems
spot.
hard.
Oh, okay, I got it. Well, wait a minute. You just said Jason is like the guy that's
Yeah, he'll do it. But also, I think that it's spaced so that the E and the L are actually even to the photo, to the picture. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you'd actually have to lower your entire room like 3 inches then.
My point is I've like
not
literally asked for nails to move like 20 times, and he's a painter, so every time you move a nail, he's like, that's a spot I'm going to need to cover.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Okay, well,
have you ever seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the movie with
Brad
Yes.
Pitt,
Angelina Jolie, right? And there's the sort of running gag. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but where she says she wants to change the curtains in the room or something, and she's like, okay, so I want to change the curtains, and I'm going to do like a little something like this. Oh, okay, but then I've got to change the couch because it doesn't go with the curtains, and then I got to change the carpet because it doesn't go with the couch, and then I got to change the chair because it's like you got to paint the whole goddamn room for one stupid little thing, and that's your love thing.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then just tilting the screen back a little is good. Good then. I get the idea where it is right now, just because it's only halfway covering the L, but that's okay. That lets me see the L. And I guess had I not been very familiar with the place Oves in Ocean City, New Jersey, then I probably would just assume it says love and not just Ove.
Which I'm guessing is 99.5% of the people that you are on Zoom with, Emily, have never heard of Oves, because I did not make that connection at all. As soon as I saw OVE, I knew exactly what it said.
There's a book called A Man Called Ove, and they made it into a movie, A Man Called Otto, with Tom Hanks.
Oh, that was a great movie.
It's a great book too. And I could
I'd
see
read.
maybe that you would think it was talking about that book. So, yeah.
That was a far stretch. That would assume that I read. That would assume that I know what Ove is, and then can make the connection to Tom Hanks from Ove. Wow, that is a big leap.
But I got to get to New Jersey and try those donuts. Okay, Strickland, you're waiting for your words of affirmation. I got them for you. I think. First of all, I might have a lot, but first of all, I think you're a good listener.
Thank you.
I think that you listen and pay attention. I think you're very present. I think that what I appreciate about both of you is you're like self-reflective. So you like take time to like look at things from an outside perspective, and you're funny to yourselves, but it's still funny. It still counts. Doug's very on time. Oh, and I like that you seem to, and I don't know this to be true, but you both seem to have some sort of like spiritual path that you're on.
I would agree with all those things, and I appreciate that. I
thought she was going to say you both seem to care.
That too. You're both very good at shining spotlights on like other people, like your guest or like, things that you find creative. So yeah, those are my words of affirmation. Put them in your pocket.
I got him. I got him. Well, as I said, I appreciate those words. My cup had already been filled, so I don't really have anything to do with the surplus. I can't keep any extras, so I'm just going to let you hold on to them for a little while. And
yeah,
just
give them all to Strickland.
Remind me of them at a time when you're not feeling so good about me. Okay.
I speak my love language is dancing lady emojis. So if you get an email with dancing lady emojis, you could just assume that I like you.
Well, that's why I posted dancing lady emojis today when I posted on the Facebook group.
You really, that's the other thing. Like Strickland understands that I freaking hate the thumbs up, and he has taken this to heart, and he hearts things, and it does not go unnoticed, because I even have friends, air quotes, that know this about me, and they still thumbs up things.
Well, what was so funny was when we first had that discussion, I think the next day after we had that discussion, you posted something and I put a thumbs up to it, and you made a comment. You're like, I told you I hate the thumbs up. And I'm like, Emily, that's why I did it. It was
I know.
a joke. I was very aware, and I have not done it since. And if you ever see a thumbs up from me, it is intended sarcastically, absolutely, as a little bit of a.
I recall when my son said to me something like, "Hey, Dad, when you do that, you're yelling, or you're mad, or you're angry. You're angry with the person that you're communicating with. When you put a period at the end
of the sentence, yeah.
What the fuck is that?
That's a millennial thing. It totally is.
How am I supposed to know that? Where is the millennial book?
I didn't know until some fucking young millennial told me. I had no idea, but you're right. Dude, I'm like Nazi grammar Nazi. I mean, I want to capitalize and put periods and apostrophes at the right places. I mean, I do it all the time, but
are you a two spaces after a sentence kind of person, or are you a one space after?
No, that's old. That's old school. I never believed in the two spaces after a sentence.
I didn't either, but that was a rule. I mean, unless you did that,
I don't. Was it really? I mean,
I think even I did that in high school. Like, I think that was still a thing.
Well, if you had a computer in high school, like I didn't, we was all fucking handwritten. I guess maybe that's why I never got the rule, because it's two spaces. Okay, what's a space? I'm handwriting it. I'm not.
I tend not to emoji-ize things. I tend to GIF-ize things. I tend to put like
your GIFs are pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Your GIF game is on point. Okay, real quick on the exclamation points, because actually this is one of my questions for you is old school stuff. But
so we're the perfect guys to ask.
It really was a beautiful segue. Okay. But when you're using the exclamation point, it doesn't have to be every freaking sentence, but like, don't end the text. If it's like if you are really genuinely not mad at a person, the last bit of the text should be an exclamation.
Well, I'll go back
to email, if it's on your website, obviously that's different, but I like just like, couple periods is fine, then an exclamation.
I'm going to go back to what
you have to clarify that it needs to end with an exclamation point.
It's best practice.
Whatever it is that I'm saying,
to make the sensitive millennials feel better.
Whatever it is that I'm saying, it should just end with an exclamation point all the time. I've lost context on this.
I think let me find a text that I sent this afternoon.
Wait, can you go with exclamation point? He's got one here, exclamation point, and then 3 dancing lady emojis?
Yes.
Is that acceptable?
That definitely flies. Any emoji flies in the place of the exclamation point.
My journalism teacher for print journalism in 1985, that was Professor Ben Holman, said, in your entire life, you are granted an inventory of 3 exclamation points. Use them sparingly. So it's like,
I've heard the same thing, and I completely disagree with that philosophy.
Honestly, there's a whole book on it, on how exclamation points. Oh my God, what is it called? It's like literally called exclamation mark or something like that. But it goes into like the psychology of the exclamation point and who's more likely to use them and how they're overused, but now they're like a thing again. It's a whole thing.
Well, I do think they are a thing again based upon the proliferation of text messaging and social media. But I think that they were always always frowned upon in the journalism world, but always looked upon in the world of unable to express myself feelings out there in people.
I think that exclamation points are kind of like flannel. They're just going to come and go, and they'll be out for 10 years or 20 years, but they're going to make a comeback, and then they'll be out for a while and then they'll come back again.
But Strickland, you don't. Okay, so I like when somebody reads something from me, I want them to literally be hearing my voice in their head saying it.
Yeah.
You don't speak in as many exclamation points as, I mean, even my voice is like has different intonations than yours. So if you don't speak naturally in exclamation points, except when you get mad, which you do, then maybe you just don't need to use them. You know, you could just end with no period. That's another.
She's kind of right. You don't actually speak in exclamation points like some people do. I speak in, what is ... called? Because I use that a lot.
Ellipses. Yes.
Ellipses. I use ... a lot.
Yes.
I got this from a guy in when I used to work for a company called Standard. What the hell was it? It was Standard Register, the paper forms company. He used to write on all of the boxes like where they were going, and the directions always included a ... And I'm like, oh, that really makes sense, because it's like gives you an opportunity to kind of think a little bit, and you can kind of share the same thought but in a different way. And you know me, words guy, I like to say the same thing 8 or 9 times, you know, in one paragraph. So that's why the ... works for me.
I like it. I use the ellipses a lot. I like the ...
They're really nice for like hard client interactions when you just keep going ... Now let me
that gives them like pause to thought. Right. Do you ever use the semicolon? Is a semicolon I really think it's the stepchild of the punctuation world.
Yeah,
it's underrated.
I tend to do run-on sentences because I will also write the way that I talk, and I talk constantly in run-on sentences and just going and going. So sometimes I'll feel like, I guess I should make that a semicolon instead of a comma, because it's like a run-on thing, but then I don't actually go into
Well, hold on though. A semicolon, I believe, is two complete sentences separated without using capital in the second sentence, but of the same subject matter. So yes. Can you use more than one semicolon in a sentence? I think you're only allowed to use.
Oh, that's a good point. Really, no, I think you're right.
Let me look it up. How many semicolons?
It would be hard for me to picture a sentence that had 3 independent sort of thoughts, but we're all of the same.
Oh, fuck. We're all wrong. There is no limit to how many semicolons one can use. Punctuation grammar. There is a stylistic guide, however, which is to use a semicolon, which clarifies meaning, and not to use one when it obscures meaning. I don't know what that means. How many semicolons can you have in one sentence? As a general rule, you may not want to use more than one semicolon.
Right. Yeah, I think it's the general rule. Have you guys ever heard of the show, The History of Swear Words?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
with Nicolas Cage.
2 of those.
Yeah, that's right. I was going to say, we talked about this like a few months ago.
It's so fucking brilliant. It's just so fucking brilliant. But what's so funny is the very first episode is brilliant, and then the second episode is like, oh yeah, okay, it's okay. And then the third episode, it's like, okay, you're kind of using a lot of the shit that you used before and recycling it. But the first episode is so fucking perfect on the word fuck. It's just
I was gonna say, I think the first one's the F word, and then shit, and then I don't remember, but I agree with you.
Hold the phone.
I know, right?
Emily, the F word.
I was quoting someone else.
You don't say no. I didn't know if that's like a line that you don't cross.
Oh, no, I do. I tend to only say it when I'm really mad or fired up about something. I reserve it for special occasions.
As opposed to me, it's my favorite verb, adverb, adjective, noun, everything.
So it's like the yellow flag in your back pocket.
Yes. People know I'm serious. It's like when your mom calls you by your middle name. They're like, oh, God.
Throw the flag. Emily just threw the flag. Is it a yellow flag, or is it like a different color flag?
Red flag.
It's got to be like maybe orange. I don't know. It's true moment of passion. That's for sure.
You know, one thing that I really like about doing something like this when I am sick is that I put aside I remember gigging like this. Strick, I'm sure you can relate to this, and Emily, maybe you can as well, from whatever career that you had pre-podcasting or pre-copywriting. But
Feature thing.
is there any activity that you could do and you could get through being sick and not realizing you're sick until after it's all over? And for me, doing this or doing a gig was completely that way. I'd be so sick right when I get to turn on the microphone for the first time at a party. Then I'd be on for 4.5 hours. And then I would turn the microphone off and I'm like, oh my God, I'm dead.
Yeah,
right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say public speaking, I can usually, like, no matter how bad I feel, I can switch it on.
Turn it on. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm that way too.
Okay, so going back to the old school thing, what is the most old school thing that you do, or old fashioned thing you do? Again, the Nice Guys community, like, it was not what I was expecting. I was thinking like way more primitive, but people still were using technology in their quote unquote old school things.
Well, yeah. So was it you or somebody else that made the comment of like, what do you mean you don't text from your computer?
Yeah.
That was me.
I'm like, that's
If you have, it's really if you're a Mac person. I mean, I
can do it
Okay.
on my PC. I just choose not to. I don't.
Do you
want
mean
to.
something
Yeah.
like I French press my coffee? I don't use a Keurig. Is that like one of the
Sure,
things?
No,
that's
you're
pretty
thinking
old
like
school.
Post-it notes, right? Who uses Post-it notes versus I don't use Post-it.
I still have a
Yeah.
yellow legal pad because I like to write down stuff during the day. I don't like to put it in my computer, not because I can't put it in my computer. It's not just as easy. I like having that pen in my hand to write it down. The challenge is my mouse hand is the same hand as my writing hand. So if I put my pad on the right hand side of my desk, it gets in the way of my mouse.
It's interesting that you say that because on my desk here, there's a
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
drawings. Pretty
Nice, I
drawings.
like
so
that.
that is
That's his day gig. That's his
sometimes
day
when
gig.
I've got it is sometimes when I've got a report that's like really complicated and has a lot of complicated
That was like a
links and
spreadsheet.
relationships. It's like I am a visual learner, and it's like I got to scribble notes and draw lines, and that's what comes out. I mean, this was like super complicated, and I had to write this shit down, and I've still got it because this report I was working on for like a month, and I had to keep going back and referencing my little drawings because it's like I had to remember how everything was linked together. Yeah.
I think we all write things down.
I like some help though. I need like give me like a catalyst to get it started because there probably are a million things that I do like old school, but I don't
mean,
realize
this is my example. Like I have a LastPass, but I don't use it all the time. I have like somewhere written down with all my passwords. Don't tell anyone. Oh wait, I just told everyone.
Wait,
That's-
what does that mean though?
Like I have my passwords like physically written down somewhere.
Oh, I got it. So you don't use like LastPass. I thought you
I
thought-
do, but I just don't trust it to like
Oh my God.
definitely protect it.
Well, it's so funny. I'm kind of the opposite. It's not that I don't trust LastPass. I completely trust
Me
LastPass.
too.
But I think to myself, okay, I'm going to be someplace sometime. I'm going to need to log in, and I'm not going to have LastPass. I'll be on somebody else's computer, or I'll be on my phone or some shit. And I don't want to fucking install or what. No, I want to know what my goddamn password is. I write mine down too, but I write them down in code. Okay.
Okay.
I have.
Ooh, I like this.
He puts like an asterisk at the front and the end. He
Is
can
it?
just cut people
Well,
off,
It's
No.
code.
I basically
sandwiched in there somewhere, backwards or forwards or
Okay.
something.
I have
The
a
code.
He's telling
core-
everybody the system right now.
No, I know, but I got this great idea from somebody somewhere. I have a core password. They say don't use the same password everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So what we do is I have a core password that I use, and it includes a symbol and it includes numbers and letters. So sometimes you gotta have numbers and letters in the symbol, right?
Mhm.
And then depending on the website or whatever it is that I'm logging into, I will come up with initials for the login and tack that on the end. So it's basically my core that I use all the time.
So we just need
And
to
then
get
let's
that
say it's
core
Gmail,
password.
it would be GM at the end. Or if it's like Monday.com, it might be MC at the
All
end.
these little hackers right now are trying
I
to
was
get
like,
into
you
this-
better life lock yourself.
Oh, I don't know.
Why would you give away your Why would
Because
you?
it's the
Yeah,
core.
but all
You
they
gotta
need to do
figure
is
out the damn
figure that
core
out.
thing. You can't figure out my core password. It's not like
Why
fucking
would it?
password. Or
You know what the best thing is? Use LastPass. Let LastPass come up with the password, which is all those fucking like digits and things. I don't even know where to find them on the keyboard. And then just put the LastPass app on your cell phone.
Did you just hear what I said?
You use well. You're
That sounds
somebody
too
else's.
smart.
No,
Wait.
but sure, I could put it on my phone, but then
That's
like,
too
what
intelligent.
If
What if you
I'm on
don't
somebody
have your
else's
phone?
computer? No, if I'm on somebody else's computer. Oh, I guess if I have the
Hold on a
LastPass
second.
app on my phone, I can
That's
look it up. I can look up
Yes.
the actual fucking 27-digit.
Strickland, how many passwords do you, and when was the last time you sat at somebody else's fucking computer to do your work? It's like
This
me.
is a good point.
I mean, I either take my laptop or I do the computing right from my phone. I don't need anything other than my phone.
These are valid points.
Strickland, honestly, when did you sit down at somebody else? Look, this is a guest computer. Do not do anything personal or password related.
All I think about is there's so many places where I have to put my password in again. I mean, I guess if I had it saved in LastPass, I don't fucking know.
I so have
Well, this is why the
at
question.
least 150, 200 passwords. I'm sure. How the hell am I supposed to remember not only I can remember my core, but I'm like, oh, wait, did they make me change it? Did they have every once in a while I'll get something that says update your password. And then it throws my fucking system out the door if I'm using your system.
True.
Okay, so our old
one.
school lesson tonight is that we need to change that. My second one was mileage. Like I sent this to Doug last week, but I just take a picture of my odometer every week. And that's how I track my mileage. I mean, I enter into a spreadsheet, but
wait, I do have one. Hold on. Here's mine. I have my, I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it.
Can't see it.
not quite. Is
Budget on a spreadsheet. Well, that's not my budget. That's actually my mom's budget, but I do have my budget. It's the same. My mom's got to have a budget too, Strickland, and I have to keep her to it. Okay.
And you hate spreadsheets, so it's got to be like handwritten on.
It is.
I
literally could have used that paper that you go to the store that has the graph paper and
graph
just
paper.
draw the lines.
It's been so long since I've used it, I couldn't even
paper.
remember the damn
Is
name.
the graph paper the original spreadsheet?
yeah, for sure.
Graph paper is the original spreadsheet, color coded, light blue and white. Is how it's color coded.
Oh,
I don't know what I do that's old. I probably do a lot of things. I know that a couple weeks ago I went to Harbor Freight Tools and I bought an old school wood plane because I had to plane the door rather than use like an electric plane to shave the door down a little bit.
Why couldn't you use an electric one?
I could have used one, but I wanted to get the old school one because they're cool.
Okay.
Oh, old school. I drive two ICE machines, internal combustion engine machines. I drive my 65 Mustang and 67 F-250. By the way, both of which are making fucking bank this week.
Are they influencers?
My Mustang is definitely an influencer. Definitely. You ever see that
he rents them out for photo shoots.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay, I was like,
you ever see that that commercial or that Instagram reel or whatever it is that's like two cats and they put the subtitle of the word are you an yeah, I consider myself an influencer. And then he's like, have you ever seen that cat influencers on Instagram? No. Okay, whatever. Sorry. It's hard to you have to be there.
I would like to.
I'll find it. I'll send you a link while you're asking more questions.
Well, no, I was just wondering, are there any voicemails? Because I feel like
I think there are. Strickland?
There are voicemails. 4 voicemails.
Okay. Well, there you go. Come
on, Doug. I mean, now that we've brought up voicemails, you have to have 12 other things to talk about. That's the way it goes.
No,
before we actually get to them.
Do you, Emily, have any questions for the Magic 8 Ball before we start the voicemail pool today?
Okay, Magic 8 Ball. Let's ask it if one of the voicemails is going to be Erica expressing her lack of joy when we talked about time last week as well.
Can you ask the question? Can you ask it again
Yeah.
clearly? Because
Okay.
that wasn't real clear for me.
Magic 8 Ball is one of the messages. Erica saying that she is over the time conversation.
Okay, here we go. Magic 8 Ball. What say ye? Actually, let me make sure I got all my settings right before we do that. Yeah, see, it was in the wrong place. There we go. Okay. Hopefully the other 5 settings are in the right place.
I don't remember the question anymore.
Well, actually, I think even a couple of mental midgets like you guys can handle that one. So yeah, sure.
Oh, I think it's a yes. Magic 8 Ball says it's a yes.
It was like elusive yes, but yeah, I'd say it was a yes.
Yeah. Okay. Are we ready to find out?
I guess that's my
Do it.
question.
Should I be ready to mute you, Doug, at the end of the voice?
I'm not going to say a word. I'm not going to say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we are 58 minutes into this episode or somewhere near there. So we're already in the time just flew by with Emily as the host. So just bump that bitch right up against.
Sounded like sarcasm, but I'll let it.
No, it was in cereal bar.
We got a voicemail from Jared. I said a voicemail from Jared. You know a voicemail from Jared. Nobody else will call. We got a voicemail from Jared. Screw the rest of y'all.
Hey guys, this is Erica with voicemail number 1. And this is in reply to Strickland, who asked me to call in with this answer. Yes, Strickland, you know me so well. You read me like a book. Yes, you are right. What I was calling in about to gripe about was not last week, but the week before, of the 21 minutes you guys spent beating the dead horse about time and whether Doug's on time and who's late and that. So that's what I was calling about. And yes, in fact, I adored this last episode where you spent time, but it wasn't on the same exact topic. It was more about the customer service part. And Emily was mentioning some things. And yes, there were some great nuggets in there about customer service and expectations. And I loved that. So yes, that's to clarify. Strick, you asked for this call. You got it. And keep on keeping on with interpreting what it is I'm saying. Thank you, because you do a really good job getting me. All right. Love you both. Love the show. And I'll call back with another message, I am sure. Bye.
So, Emily, excellent question. Magic 8 Ball, you fucked up. You were wrong. You were wrong.
Yeah.
She was not calling to complain. She was calling to praise the conversation, which we appreciate.
I have a fun fact here I'd like to share before we get into voicemail number 2. I just took my blood pressure. My heart rate is a little elevated. I'm at 71 resting heartbeat. Normally I'm in between 58 and 60. So something about the show gets my heart going. But
Emily.
I'm definitely having deja vu from last week when you said the exact same thing.
I'm a 92/73 blood pressure. I don't know if that means. Oh, I'm going to redo it because I think
that means you're dead.
Means
92/73? 92/173?
No, not over 173. That would be really bad. But just get to the second voicemail. It's usually
pretty low, though.
That is pretty low. I'm usually 100 over or 110 over 70 or 75. But let's see. Anyway, play the second voicemail while I take my blood pressure.
Hey, Doug. Hey, Strick. This is Erica. Actually, I should probably say this is the TurnKey casting director. I'm so glad that I hit the nail on the head with assigning Seth Rogen to play Strick. Now, I've taken a lot of time, and let me tell you, here are the rest of the actors that I think should play the rest of the team. So Seth Rogen plays Strick. John Stewart plays Doug.
Good call.
Matt Damon grows a beard, and then he plays Jared.
I love that.
Lily Collins, who's the actress that plays on Netflix Emily in Paris, she plays Emily. Then the actress who plays Bree in Virgin River, her name is Zibby Allen. She is going to play JJ. Paul Rudd is going to put on a plaid shirt, grab a cup of coffee, and he's going to play Tim. And then Steve O'Brien is going to do a voice cameo and play himself. So there you go. And I'll be the casting director. But I did a lot of research on this. I think it's going to be a really good show. All right. Love you guys. Love fuckery and all that you bring to it. And that's it for this time then, I think. Okay. Bye.
Okay, I agree that we have a ridiculous cast, but it's going to be a great show. I don't know. I think we're a long way from that, but
Yeah.
Well,
You know what? This happens all the time. It's just anybody with brown hair and brown eyes, they think we look identical.
oh
So-
no, I totally see the Lily
Yeah,
Collins, the look
Lily
and the
Collins,
vibe, and the
for sure.
absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Yes.
You
Same-
disagree, Emily?
Same hair, same
I think
exact
she's
hair.
a lot younger than me.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
but
fucking Seth Rogen's a lot younger than me too. I mean, come
Did
on.
I miss this? Did Erica say who was playing her?
Oh, we missed that.
didn't she
I-
say
I
that
don't
she
think-
was the casting director? I think she plays herself. Wouldn't she be playing herself?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But I still feel like she should have someone.
Just in case anybody was nervous between the last time that we played the voicemail and I told my blood pressure, just want to let everybody know that 96 over 74 is actually right within the guidelines. The healthy adult is between 90 over 60 and 120 over 80, and I'm at 96, which is higher than the first, but lower than the high. And the second number is 74, which is between the 70 and the 80 is the lower number. So just in case anybody was nervous and before you shot me an email saying you got to get right to the hospital, I'm good.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Doug, we
everybody.
were all deathly worried about you. Okay.
I appreciate everyone's concern over me.
I'd
Yeah.
say congratulations, but I know that your words of affirmation cup is full.
Totally full. And you know what's really nice about this? It make it a really, if there was a problem, since Emily has been here for a second week, a third week would not be hard if I just died between now and next week. So she
I don't
just
think Strickland would love that.
No, not so much.
well,
See?
Strickland makes a mint when I die. We have some really good insurance on each other right now.
Are we still paying for that? Okay.
Yeah. What do you mean? Yes, it's an auto
I'm
withdrawal.
kidding.
Do you know Doug's passwords, though, is the question. Would you
Maybe
be able to get into the system?
Maybe Strickland is the what's the frequency Kenneth guy. Maybe that is actually him. Sorry, that was a Dan Rather reference. Emily, you might be too young for that.
You should probably know by now that my pop culture knowledge is Zill.
Oh my God.
So-
If what's the frequency Kenneth is still pop culture, that means that, hey, what do you get from frame 23 of the Zapruder tapes?
Yeah, but what's the frequency, Kenneth, is more like referencing an REM song now. It's not freaking down. I don't even know the
shit.
original.
The fact that you're referencing an REM song and saying it's pop culture today, Strickland, is proof positive.
But you're referencing the original Dan Rather saying it. I don't even know what the fuck that was about.
The guy, as he was mugging me, he just said before he hit me in the head, "What's the frequency, Kenneth?" And he hit me on the head.
Is that what that's? I don't even fucking remember that. At
Yeah,
all.
Dan Rather was mugged, right?
Okay.
Okay. Before he got mugged, hold on. What's
See, now I got to
the
look up what's the frequency, Kenneth, and see what the actual
Kenneth
pop culture
Dan
reference. Because I thought
Rather.
it was more.
Okay. What's the frequency? Okay, the one that they say, hold on a second. Who was the man that attacked Dan Rather? In 1997, that's how dated this is. Emily, I don't know what year you were born, but probably somewhere just before then, I would assume.
Come on. No, I was 1990. I know. I was born in 1986. 1986.
Okay, she was 11. The Daily News reported that Dan Rather's attacker was William Tagger, who had recently been sentenced to 12 and a half to 25 years in prison in the Today Show. What's the frequency meaning? Well, shit. It doesn't tell you why the guy said that, though. I'm curious, why did the guy say that?
Seems very random.
It does.
Why did he say, what's the frequency, Kenneth? The song refers to the incident. Oh, so the REM song actually refers to the incident in 1986 when
Apparently, I guess so.
unknown assailants attacked journalist Dan Rather while repeating, Kenneth, what's the frequency? What's the frequency, Kenneth? But what does that mean, though?
What does it mean?
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
It'll be a mystery forever. Okay, play the next voicemail.
I have a random question to ask.
Okay, go ahead.
How many
Yeah.
airports do you think, how many airports would you guess are in the Los Angeles area?
In the like in LA County?
In, let's say, south of Ventura.
Okay, south of Ventura.
South of Ventura,
North of San Diego.
north of even like
Huntington
north
Beach?
of Huntington Beach, like the south
Okay.
end of Huntington Beach. There's one airport in
And-
Huntington Beach. So include
Okay.
Huntington Beach.
Okay, I'm going to include Huntington Beach in my number when I guess this. And
Mhm.
how far east am I going? Am I going all the way to the border of California?
No.
And okay,
Like Big Bear Lake
oh,
area.
okay. So Big Bear Lake is the mountain range that separates LA from the rest of the world. Okay,
Mhm.
so I'm going to say there are. Does this include municipal airports?
I guess some of these are municipal.
Okay.
It must be. Because
I'm
there's
gonna
a
say-
fuckload of airports in LA. I'm very
I'm going to
surprised.
say, well, there is only 3 major airports that I can think of. So I'm gonna quadruple that number and say that there is 12 more. So I'm gonna say 15 airports in the LA area.
Wow.
More.
How many more? A lot more.
20 goddamn airports. 20 goddamn airports.
Oh my
I'm looking into a cruise that goes out of Long Beach, right? And so it's like, oh, fly into LAX, right? LAX is a fucking nightmare. Like, Doug, do you remember last time you dropped me off at LAX? I mean,
Yes.
it literally took us, or maybe
Yeah.
you didn't drop me off. Maybe I Ubered or something.
Well, I know
Took
how
me
long it
an
I lived 2 miles from the airport.
hour.
Yeah.
It took me an hour to get from like a mile away from the airport to actually being in the airport. I mean, you're
you-
crawling when you're a mile away from the damn airport.
Can you fly into John Wayne Airport, which is the furthest one south near Santa Ana down there?
Well, I can, but what's interesting is there's actually Long Beach Airport.
Well, that's a municipal airport.
Southwest flies in there.
Oh, okay,
And
cool.
it's-
It's kind of like you could fly to Santa Barbara, come and visit me, and then just
Oh, that'd
take
be cool
a,
too.
take a
And
take a
that's
car.
like
Are you?
well-
do you want to not rent a car? I'm assuming,
Nah,
right?
I probably don't want to rent a car. But here's the thing: the ships leave out of Long Beach right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Fucking Southwest Air flies right here. It's
That's amazing.
15 minutes away.
What?
I mean, it would take me 15 minutes to get from the plane to the front fucking gate at LAX.
Well, I don't know how many gates there are at the Long Beach Airport, but there probably is
11.
more than 11. So there's 5 more than at Santa Barbara, and I love Santa Barbara
Oh, yeah,
Airport. I
Santa
just
Barbara's
wish they
great.
flew more places.
Yeah. Yeah. But I couldn't believe it. It's Southwest Air flies out of fucking Long Beach. And
What,
it's cheap, cheaper than LAX even so.
I gotta ask, where are you cruising to? I gotta know that.
I'm thinking about like maybe in January doing like a weekend cruise on I guess last time I was on not Carnival, on Celebrity, maybe I gambled a bit, and they're sending me these offers like, hey, do you want to go on a cruise for free? And I'm like, fucking free, sure, why not?
When they send an email to Strickland about a gambling cruise, usually the first sentence is, "Hey Strickland, we want our money back." Strickland he always wins. He is like the luckiest or the most skilled gambler that I know, because he plays the only game that probably has the odds in your favor, which is poker.
You didn't answer where you were going to go, though, did you?
Unimportant.
Oh, it's
Unimportant.
what is it? Ensenada, I think, Mexico.
Strick,
I think
that's
it's
kind of like the
Ensenada.
cruise that we took out of Long Beach when we went. We
Mhm.
did a 3-day cruise to
Catalina
Mexico.
Island and then
Yeah.
Ensenada. Yeah, exactly.
Just the two of you?
No, it was a turnkey cruise.
Oh.
And then the next year we decided to go to Vegas instead, or a couple years later.
You know,
we went to
if I could
Vegas
talk JJ into going on a cruise, it would be so much more fun, or so much fun. Instead of going to Las Vegas, we took a cruise out of Long Beach with the entire team and people in our community. How fun would that be?
instead. We could. I mean, Vegas,
I know,
the
you like
cruise,
Vegas. I
whatever.
know.
This cruise is definitely super fun. It's just a little weekend thing, but it's interesting. It's the one I'm looking at is Navigator of the Seas, which is Royal Caribbean, and it's one that I actually was on like 15 years ago, but they redid it, and it's got like the longest water slide at sea on the boat and all kinds of other cool shit. It's pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. So anyway, We still do have 2 more voicemails, and we got a meeting in.
Yeah,
18
go ahead.
minutes.
Do your thing.
Okay. Look, I'm at play. Here we go.
Hey, Doug, Trick, Jared here. So you guys are talking about your email, and you all of a sudden got a bunch of emails, like you were subscribed to a bunch of stuff randomly. I sent you a text message already, so Doug, I know you kind of already have an idea, but I figured I'd share this with everybody else that's listening, just in case. It's a new thing that people are doing, or maybe it's not new. I don't know, but if they hack into something where they get access to your account and can purchase things, they will do a purchase and then start subscribing your email to a ton of things all over the world.
Right.
And you wake up to an inbox completely full of hundreds, if not thousands of emails. And a lot of people will get frustrated and just delete them all and never catch that a purchase is made. As soon as that goes through, then they make a bigger purchase. And then they've got access and they try to empty out.
Fucking right. He's right.
So if something like that
Jared
happens,
is psychic.
I would check my account. Look for any orders in your, purchases, whether it's credit card, debit card, whatever. And if you want to ignore me, go ahead. That's fine. I'm just telling you what happened to me. And I've found out about this happening to other people. So keep an eye on it. If something weird like that happens, in my case, they actually hacked my Walmart account, which is beyond fucking me. I almost ordered online never. Very, very rare. So to have a Walmart online order is how I caught it, because I was looking at my account. Didn't even put the two together. And next thing I know, I've got hundreds of emails, and it's like, holy shit, what the hell is going on? And then I found out that that's what they're doing, and it's happening more and more. So just kind of a PSA for everybody. Anyways, guys, love the show, and appreciate you.
Damn, he is right on he is right on the money. He did say that in a text. He sent me a text message and said, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together until I just heard this message. He's fucking right. They they didn't realize that you got an inbox 0 and check my bank account 17 times kind of guy on the other end. And they were lazy because they only put me through like to 100 places that subscribe, and I just deleted them all and created a filter that just puts it right in my shit box rather than leaves it in my inbox. You can't overmanage me when it comes to my inbox. You send me 1,000 subscriptions, I'm going to delete 1,000 subscriptions, and I might even buy something from those places too, because I might like the services they've signed me up for. So, but he's 100% right. That's exactly what must have happened. They signed me up for something. They thought that they could probably confuse me by sending so many, and all of that fucking didn't work. I caught you, you motherfuckers. Sorry.
Okay, we ready for the next voicemail?
Yeah.
Hey, Doug, Trick, Jared here. Voicemail number 2. So, you guys are talking about
3.
Where
2 for
Doug, you asked Strick, hey, is this something that's on your plate, or do we need to delegate it? And I'll do it later tonight. That whole thing, you don't need to go into it more. Anyways, because we're 37 minutes in, you guys are still going back and forth on this one. Strick, I don't know if this will help or not, but when he says something like that, hey, is this something you got, or should we delegate it? Or he asks you about it, say, when does it need to be done? It's got to be done by tomorrow at 8. Okay. It'll be done before then. Problem solved. You don't have to worry about stressing of what his time expectancy is. Make him tell you what his fucking time expectancy is. So you don't have to worry about it, man. Nobody needs that kind of stress in their life.
Work me.
Doug, you absolutely, I could see you doing that, my friend, even though you don't think you are. Even in your conversation, you're kind of getting around it and like, no, but then you say something else that just reinforces Strick's viewpoint on it. So I got to side with Strick on this one, fellas.
Damn it.
I
do too now.
If there's something that needs to be done, just say, hey, you got this? It needs to be done by tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Tell him your expectation, Doug. Don't even make him ask. And then he can say, oh, shit, he wants it done that quick. No, we need to delegate that. Or, yeah, I got it, man. It's under control. Anyways, hope that helps you guys.
He's encroaching on my marriage therapy.
He's so good.
Roll.
Definitely pulling it out of you. All right, guys. See you later.
He is in
Encroaching
rare
on
form
your
today.
marriage? Yeah, he's in rare form.
No,
No,
he's
not
encroaching
marriage,
on my
marriage counseling.
marital therapy counseling. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. I thought
Jared,
you
if-
said he was encroaching on your marriage. I'm like,
if-
what are we talking about? I didn't hear
If Jared
No.
isn't leaning into his coaching program at this point, I don't know what else to say. You are leaving money on the table, Jared. You've got to start this coaching business, because the last two things you talked about, finance and you talked about relationships. You were on point with both of those.
Sign us up.
Think, man. Really. You just sold 17 subscriptions to your coaching program to our community. All you need to do is put out a shingle now. Come on the show and promote what you do.
Wait, is Jared a coach?
Well, Jared wanted to be a coach and actually started, maybe he is. I don't know that he's actively seeking coaching clients, but he wanted to, and he actually started a podcast too about the coaching business.
I did hear that.
But he just, I don't know that it really came to life, but he's got the skills to do it.
Is self-effacing the right? Is that when you like don't give yourself
Yes,
don't
enough
like
credit. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Self-effacing.
feel like that's
Mhm.
Jared. He just like, yeah. He's very
Well-
humble. He's very humble.
He builds his own shit sandwich.
Wait,
So
no,
I-
I think self-effacing is when you make fun of yourself or like you
No, that's
jest,
self-deprecating.
Oh, okay. That's what I
Self-deprecating. So I think self-effacing is what you said before. It's like you're
Okay.
kind of humble and you don't want to toot your own horn, but self-deprecating is when you're actually putting yourself down. Yeah.
And self-defecating, that's a whole different thing. That's a whole different
You
thing.
know, you need
Call your doctor.
You need Doug's bidet after that in a big way. Definitely.
Clean up aisle 4.
Oh my God.
So Emily, are you going to Vegas with us if we go in? what,
Maybe.
January,
It depends on
February?
the date, you know? Yep.
All right,
Maybe
we're-
we'll work the dates around you.
But I've never been to Vegas before. I was supposed to go once. I know. I was supposed to go once for like a furniture market, and then I
You
got
know-
sick. And I
You know
canceled.
exactly what to say, don't you? Like, I'm like the Vegas travel agent. I love.
You know, Strickland wrote a
booking
book
all
about
these
Las Vegas. Do you know that?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw-
I'm nervous of cities, so that's my only fear. Is like I would fear that I would
do
get like
not
anxious.
need to be nervous
What-
when you
what
have
it makes you
Strickland Bonner
nervous?
in your stable. That's all I have to say.
What is it that makes you nervous about cities?
I'm not entirely sure. I just have like
It's a lot.
Weird
It's a lot to
anxiety
take.
around
It's a lot to
them.
take in. It's a lot to take in. And Vegas is no stranger to a lot.
Well, and you won't have to worry about that in Vegas because while you're there, you're required to be drunk, so you can't be anxious when
there
you're
you go.
drunk.
It does help.
What is your drink of choice, Emily? I cannot recall.
Well, I think the answer I gave you guys last time, I was like, that made me sound like I just take straight shots of vodka.
Wow. Okay.
Which
All right.
isn't
every
true.
woman's alcoholic.
No, I like red wine. But then if I like a dirty martini, I guess, but I don't really put it in the fancy glass. That's why I think I said my answer last time.
What do you just put it in a juice glass? I mean,
No, like on the rocks, you know what I mean?
okay.
But I ordered that at a wedding once and I got this giant vodka and I was just like, this is embarrassing.
Well, a martini is served in a martini glass. A vodka on the rocks is served. Vodka in the
Right.
rock, little shot of olive juice and the vermouth. It would be a dirty martini, I would think.
On
but
the rocks.
nobody does that on the rocks, though. They
I just
shake
don't
it
like
on the
that
rocks, and
glass. Yeah.
is it because it's spillable? Why did you like that? Can you not hold it?
I think it looks hoity-toity and I like to be down to earth. So
All right, well then just drink beer. You can do that then too. Hey, Strickland, we got to get out of here. We got a team
Yeah.
meeting. Emily, appreciate you sharing another
This
week
is
with us.
fun.
We'd like to invite you back if you'd be willing to come back. now.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm
Not
going
next
on-
week. Not
When
next
am I
week.
getting on payroll?
Oh, damn.
Just kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, anytime. Like I said.
Are you coming to work for TurnKey then? Is that what that? Because our only payroll is TurnKey. We don't have a nice guy's payroll.
No, I know. I mean, I would do the show notes.
Yeah, no, we have a computer for that. That's much easier. Our computer's name is Chelsea. She's very good. She's very good at that. And Chelsea is a little organization of other people on her team that do show notes too. And I think from a copywriting perspective, I'm not sure.
I
I'm not
know,
sure.
I know.
It might be
I'm
challenging
just
to fit
kidding.
you into our salary.
Don't
cap.
worry. I'm just kidding. Jeez, I didn't mean for you to take it so seriously.
Serious on that. God damn. Strickland,
I'm
any
gonna lighten it up.
why were you saying anytime but not next week?
It's just because we need a break. We've had so much Emily. I love having this much Emily. But 2 weeks in a row is a lot.
The truth comes out. God, I need to go fill my affirmation cup somewhere.
No, too much of anything
not
is
do that.
We want to make sure that we appreciate your time here on the show, Emily. And if you're on every week after week after week, we will not appreciate it anymore.
My affirmation cup is empty.
Wow, that is so true. My words of affirmation cup is mine's totally full. You can have some of mine. I have overflow status. I'm working it out right now. Okay. In the meantime, Steve O'Brien. Goodbye. Oh, you want to say the words?
Oh no, you say them. I was just saying goodbye.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, Emily. Goodbye, Strickland. Steve O'Brien, go ahead and take us out of here.
For the nice guys on business, I'm Steve O'Brien. Looks like they made it through another one. I don't know how they do it without falling asleep in the middle.
Wait, we have
to
continue.
God, we're
I just wanted to make sure I continued this conversation here. So there was some confusion over whether Strickland or Doug or Emily was confused over who should be coming back next week or future weeks. And it was determined that Emily felt a little bit thrown.
Slighted was the actual feeling I was feeling.
I'm black or white, so of course I'd have Emily on forever. And then Strickland had to kind of backpedal a little bit. It was really good backpedaling, but it was backpedaling nonetheless. About how often is too often.
I was just being honest, and I was pointing out the facts. And I think when I pointed out the facts, I believe Emily saw the clarity in my message and was not as offended.
Apology accepted. You guys need a bio break before your next call. Otherwise, someone's going to defecate their pants.
That'll do, nice guys. That'll do.